When I was in school, I was absolutely terrified of public speaking. I remember how uncomfortable it felt just to stand in the center of the classroom, having 30 people looking at you. Every time my breath would hitch, my voice would shake, and I suddenly forget every word I had prepared. I just stand there in a close posture with only one thought in my head. When can I finally sit back down? I also hated working on team presentations because I was convinced I was the worst speaker in the group, and all of this took a huge toll on my self-esteem. But during my last year of school, something clicked. I realized I didn't want to live like this anymore. I wanted to be that confident person on the stage. I started observing the students who spoke with confidence. They had great speech, they didn't seem nervous, but the most important thing, I didn't envy them. Instead, I used them as a blueprint, as an inspiration. I told myself, if they can do it, I also can do it. I just need to learn it. And that's when things started to change slowly. Before any public speaking task, whether it was a poem, a book summary, or a report, I would prepare for hours. I would reread and recite paragraphs to myself over and over again. It was exhausting. My brain wasn't used to that kind of load. At first, I had to memorize everything, word for word, because I didn't have the experience to just speak freely. But it worked. It gave me the confidence of knowing exactly what I was talking about. I started getting great grades, but nothing changed deeply. Then I started college and everything changed. Suddenly, I had to present projects several times a week. I began studying the best speakers in the world, how they moved, how they used their hands, and how they controlled their voices. I remember watching one specific girl in my college and thinking, wow, I just want to be like her, because she was so confident on the stage. On my first year, I had a huge project. I prepared everything. The slides, the speech, even interactive games to keep the audience engaged. But here's the secret. Before the presentation, I wrote in my journal. I wrote it as if it had already happened. I wrote, my performance was amazing. I was loud, clear, and my voice didn't shake. Everyone listened with interest. People I don't even know came up to me afterward to congratulate me. The next day it happened exactly like that. It was incredible. Everyone was locked in on what I was saying. But the best part, that girl I had admired so much, she came up to me a few days later and she told me, I want to be able to speak just like you. I was so happy because this was my big private victory that no one else knew about. Since then, things have only gotten better. People still compliment me on my speaking style, but more than that, I now give paid seminars and teach marketing to first-year students. Everything I had today is thanks to the decision to face my fear. And it wasn't just about the stage. I had the same insecurities with the camera. You know the feeling when you don't like how you look, the lighting is bad, and when you press record, you immediately forget your text. You are afraid of what people you know will think. But for me, the most important thing it was just start. Even when I didn't like the results, I chose to be consistent. I chose to keep filming. Now I want to share the advice that actually helped me. First, believe in yourself through affirmations. I do this every single day. Say, I speak clearly, plainly, and confidently. I'm the best speaker, I'm a great speaker. You need to feel that confidence, believe that you're sharing information that no one else has. Second, the invisible work. Confidence comes from the work that nobody sees. In the beginning, it's okay to memorize your text. Later, you will learn to improvise. Practice at home out loud as you're already on stage. Study the pros. Watching the best speakers and analyze them is the best way to learn. For experience is everything. Don't be afraid of those first awkward speeches or weird looks from the crowd. Every time you do it, you get better. If you don't have a stage, create one at home. Present to an imaginary audience. And the last one, for the camera. Stop obsessing over your appearance. Just film, just publish. The confidence will come with time, I promise. I hope my story helps you realize that you aren't stuck with your fears. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.